The Britney Spears hearing, I feel like I'm going to use the wrong terms. Britney Spears, she did some speaking
I'm
at a
not laughing
hearing.
at something.
No, we're not laughing at Britney Spears. I'm just not talking well. She did a speaking. She spoke. Um, Britney Spears spoke about everything that happens with the conservatorship.
Yeah.
And it was horrible to hear. It was long. There were so many different sad things. Some
Yeah.
of it I think you expected. Some of it was like, wow, this needs to end. Why
Yeah.
is it happening? This seems like something from a book. I don't think this should happen. And yes, Holly, was this one of your pop culture moments of the week?
It was my top one, to be fair, because the things she revealed
I
that
think
she
there was one bit in particular that I found the most shocking, which was the IUD thing.
yeah.
So all of it's quite shocking, but I think some of it we kind of suspected.
Yeah.
This bit says that her conservators won't allow her to make the necessary doctor's appointment to remove her IUD because she wants to have more children and they will not allow that. So that's just blatantly controlling someone's body without
Yeah.
their consent. She wants to do a certain thing with her body and she is not allowed to, um, which is just disgusting and seems
Hmm.
like I that was probably the most shocking bit for me. What about you?
Yeah, and that they made her perform with like a fever,
Yeah,
and they all knew, like her dad knew about this, and when they put her on lithium without much of a consultation, and she
and
didn't want to be on lithium, like
lithium is serious. Like
yeah,
it's like no joke with lithium. And I think if you need it and it helps, it's a
yeah,
godsend. It's great. But if you don't need it, then it's dangerous and it should not be
absolutely.
used unless absolutely necessary. It doesn't seem to me that she needed it, seeing as she said she was on medication that was seemed to be working quite well, or at least
Yeah,
she'd been on it for 5 years,
she'd
so
been
she was
taking it
comfortable with it.
consistently. Yeah,
And then, like you say, they just popped her on lithium without enough of a consultation about that, or with her consent to put her on it. And it didn't,
it's yeah,
yeah. And then what else have we got? Yeah, just some of it was heartbreaking. Like she said, um, that she kind of was lying to the world, saying she was happy and she was fine. But then she says, "But now I'm telling you the truth. Okay, I'm not happy. I can't sleep. I'm so angry. It's insane, and I'm depressed. I cry every day," which broke my heart.
mm,
Because I feel like, no joke, this will sound very trivial, but for a lot of people, Britney gets them through the day, or
yeah,
has been a big part of their life. She's such an icon for so many people. And when people are going through their roughest times, I'm sure a lot of people put her music on and that helps them.
absolutely,
She has
yeah,
a lot of inspiring music, and I'm sure a lot of people love that. And a lot of people will have seen her in concert and absolutely adored it, and it been one of the best experiences of their lives.
yeah,
And it just seems sad, like, that she's feeling this way and it feels like we can't do anything to help her.
yeah, yeah.
Um, and we've been seeing it happen for so long and wanting something to happen. It feels like maybe something will happen now.
Well, there's got, she's testified in court about this.
Yeah,
Like, there's no, if they still say, yes, your father should be the one that's in control of all of this, are you joking me? Like, and I know in another thing, the American legal system is broken because Derek Chauvin, who murdered George Floyd, got 22 and a half years with the chance to get out in 15 with good behavior.
yeah, that happened this week as well.
22 and a half
Yeah,
years. So, and that was such like a pivotal moment, and still the justice system has turned around and gone, nah. Okay,
yeah.
that's all you get. So I hope something happens with Britney. I really do hope something happens
I guess we'll
now.
see. Yeah, we will
And she's
see.
just left alone, and she gets to choose what she wants to do because,
And
you
she
know,
gets to see her children without that being something she
yeah.
has to work towards. Like her children are basically seen as like a consequence of her having a good week or a bad week. If she does
Mm,
not do what she's told, she
yeah.
doesn't get to see her children.
Which is
That's
evil,
so
really.
cruel
Yeah.
like that's her one happiness, the one thing that she spent her time trying to protect from the paparazzi that led people to think that she had gone mad or something
Yeah.
because she was trying to protect her children. And that's the one thing she was trying to do, and you won't even let her see them. Also, she wants to sue her whole family, so Jamie Lynn Spears isn't innocent either. So the other
No.
week when I was like, I can't blame her for the end of Zoe 101, turns out I can and I will. I blame her for everything. I'm just gonna blame her for everything. Any problem in my life, Jamie Lynn Spears. I know that the whole family was bad.
But they didn't protect her when she needed it, and she needed someone to actually stand up and say,
Yeah,
"No, are we sure we're doing the right thing for her?" I think it
and
very
that could have
easily
been Jamie
snowballed.
Lynn.
It could have been, yeah, it could have been any of them. It could have been a sister. It could have been any number of them that actually turned around and
Yeah.
said, "Hold on, we've gone too far." I think they just made so much money easily. And the other thing
Oh
was how
yeah.
much money she was getting. She was about getting what was it, $2,000 a month?
Well, I did not see this bit. So,
Yeah, she was
uh,
getting $2,000 a month of what she earned. And she's like multi-millionaire
yeah,
at this point.
I'd be intrigued to see how much the rest of her family were making off her.
Yeah, they were all she was like their cash cow. And
Yeah.
they had complete control over her. They could get her to perform when she was ill because
And then
and they
be like,
raked in the money.
yeah, they'd be like, you can perform when you're ill, but other than that, we're going to say that you're not capable of being
Yeah,
in charge of your
anything.
own life, even though you're capable of performing when you're ill.